This is our second lecture for a mechanical working drawing, in which we were looking for development of surfaces. Uh, there are two type of development of surfaces. First one is parallel and another is radial. Okay, let's see uh, some parallel development of surfaces. How this parallel and radial are classified? If a cone is there, if you open up a cone, it will be a radial. And for cylinder, square, pentagon, or cuboid, all these type of uh, these surfaces or these shapes will develop in the parallel way, but like cone or frustum of cone will develop in the radial way. Or even we said pyramids, we also have to study some pyramid, expansion of pyramid or development of pyramid. All these are also developed in radial way. So first see how this let's take example in which we have to develop a surface of a cylinder. Okay, we have to develop the surface of a cylinder. If it is cutted, or cuts are shown in the figure. Okay, let's see then. There is a cylinder of diameter 60. Okay, phi is notation of diameter. Phi is given, which is equals to what? 60 millimeter. Okay, all dimension will be in millimeter. So phi is given 60 millimeter. Then its height h is given 85 millimeter. Okay, now what do you have to do first to draw this figure or complete this figure? You have given the side of this figure or cylinder. If you look a cylinder from a side, you will see a rectangle. Okay, you will see a rectangle shown over here, and this dimension will be what? This will be what? Its diameter. So draw a rectangle which is 85 by 60 millimeter. Our base is given 60 and height is given 80 millimeter. Now you can see over here, this portion is shown. Okay, this is dark line and this is somewhat faint. What actually it means? That means this portion is cut out from this cylinder. Okay, so this is the meaning of that dark and faint line. How will you draw this? Now take the distance 35. It is shown over there. You have to take the distance from the base 35 and draw a small parallel line. Okay, you will draw parallel line to this base, so that you will not have to take distance of this P2 again 35. Okay, to use that roller scale or extra whatever properly, or use them or apply them at their best way. Now you will have 2 points at 35 millimeter distance from the base C1, and this is given P2. Then you will have to draw a circle over here. Okay, circle, you have to draw a circle which is having radius is equals to 30 millimeter. So take the distance in compass and just draw this semicircle, and from this center draw a center line. Okay, this is center line. Properly draw the center line. Okay, all this meaning of center line and hatching lines, whatever, all the meaning of dimension line and its specification are studied in first year. So apply them properly. Okay, then and then only your figure have meaning, otherwise no. Okay, so what you have done up till now, you have drawn a rectangle of 60 by 85, then you have taken a 30 millimeter distance at 30 millimeter, then drawn a circle. From that center point you have drawn a center line. Then from by taking this C1 distance 35 millimeter, you just have to connect this C1 to the point of intersection, this point of intersection. Okay, in this way you will complete this figure. Okay, now you have to, or you have to find how this figure will look like if you cut this portion, or if you cut a side of this particular figure. Okay, this is cylinder. Okay, this is cylinder. You have to tear it at this point, and then you will have a rectangle, but not complete a rectangle. The figure shown will be engraved on it. Okay, or cut from that rectangle. Let's see how to draw its development. Here, let's see. I'm not going to show you how. So see here, what you have to do. First thing, you have to draw its top view. Okay, this is top view. Cylinder, if seen from top, will be a circle. Okay, then divide this circle into 12 parts. Okay, how to divide this circle in 12 equal parts? This also is covered in the first year. So let me tell you again, how will you divide this. How will you divide this circle in 12 parts? Again, take the distance equal to radius in the protector. Okay, this much, sorry, not protector, in the compass. Okay, this much distance, that means how much is it? Is 30 millimeter. You have to take 30 millimeter distance in the compass. Then put one end of this compass over here and draw an arc on the both side of this figure. Okay, in the same way, put at this point and draw the arcs. You will get on the both side, you will get this point. By the same way, put at 7 point, draw the same arc on both side. By same thing, or by doing same, you will get all the point. You have to take the distance equal to radius from this point 1, from this point 2, from this point 3, and this point 4. From all this point you have to draw the arc on the both side of your point. Okay, in this way you will get this cylinder divided into 12 parts. Okay, you will have the cylinder or that circle divided into 12 equal part, not just part, in equal part. Now another thing what you have to calculate is, first draw the development of this cylinder. Okay, if you expand this cylinder, what you will get? You will get a rectangle. Okay, if a cylinder is expanded, in that case you will get a rectangle with same height, but the length will be different, and which will be equal to pi into d, or 2 pi r, anything, which is the circumference of that circle. Now after doing this, you have to draw a rectangle. Okay, take the height, or no need to take the height, just take the projection, because you have already taken the height 85. So take the projection from the top and bottom to the left of this figure. Okay, let me tell you, you have to take this projection. Okay, you have to take the projection from here. Keep some distance. Okay, this distance is random, no need, there is no specific formula or anything. That means you just have to start the development from this point. Okay, this distance is not It's not fixed. You can take anything. Okay, 2 3 generally take 3 or 4 centimeter depending on the space available on your pages. Okay, so now you have taken the projection, extend it as much as possible. Okay, extend it beyond, extend it, extend all this from the top and from the bottom. From the bottom you will have the projection. Then draw perpendicular line to this projection, which means this is the first point. Then take this distance. Okay, this distance will be what? This distance, length of this rectangle, length of this rectangle is what? Pi into d. In this case what will it be? Diameter 60. Let's make some calculation. Let's calculate this circumference. C is equals to, let's take pi is equals to 22 by 7 and this diameter is what? 60 millimeter. Okay, so uh, by doing all this calculation, or you can take this value 3.14, 3.14. So you will get, how much you will get? You will get what? Let's calculate. 3.14 into this 60. This 0 will is 31 into 6. So 6 1 the 6 and 6 3 the 18. So this total count equals to 186. Now therefore you have to take this much distance is equals to 186, which is the circumference of the cylinder. 186 millimeter. Okay, now you have completed outer shape. Okay, you have completed outer shape of this. That means you have just completed the rectangle. Now how to draw this profile on this rectangle? Let's start with this. You have divided this circle into 12 parts, isn't it? Now you just have to take all this projection line should be faint. Okay, projection line should be faint enough so that it will not merge with main figures. After taking all this projection, again by using roller scale take all this projection and then again shift this projection. You can see here you have to take the projection of 1 to P1. You will get this point where it will be it will start from, let's find that point. Here. Okay, this is the point. Now next 2 and 12, 2 and 12, let's find that 2 and 12. Okay, by the way, this projection and this projection will lie and at the same point. You just have to consider which point will come over where, then take the projection. You will have 2, 12, 8 and 6 here, 8 and 6, 2 and 12 on the same line. So depending from where you are expanding actually this circle, consider that point. Okay, then thing comes to 3 and 11. Okay, 3 and 11 in this particular figure passes from the 9 and 5. Okay, you can see over here 3 and 11, 9 and 5, 3, 11, 5 and 9. That means this, okay, if it is possible, let me draw this. You might see the cylinder like this. Okay, can you or did you got that idea? that means it is teared from here and then it is expanded. Okay, sorry, it is tear at here at this point. At this point it is cut and then it is expanded. By this way you have to take all this point. This is for upper triangle. Okay, all these expansion are for upper triangle. You will get all this. Now for the same, just you have completed the triangle, but what about this circle? In the same way you also have to take this same projection. Already these lines have passed through this circle. You just have to draw this horizontal projection. Okay, you just have to draw this horizontal projection and you will get this figure. Okay, if any difficulty occur doing or while drawing this, please contact me. I will explain you how to draw this. Okay, today we'll stop here and will I will tell you or teach you one more figure tomorrow or in next lecture. Thank you.